Actually, we are live, guys. What's happening? I mean, yes, Steve, it's the Cap Gang, yeah? What happened, Joe? What, you didn't get the memo?
Nah, no one gave me the memo, bro.
What's going on? Well, listen, man, it's something a little bit different today, guys. It's obviously the last couple of hours of the transfer window. We thought we'd just come on, spread a bit of love, dissect it, chop it up, and start with Man United, obviously, because they're the biggest club in the world. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Joe?
Yeah. Second half of the table. Yeah.
No. Well, listen, we're doing all right, mate. We're doing all right, averaging about 20 shots a game. Do you know what I mean? So we're just going to start creeping.
You should try that, one day.
Yeah,
you'll get there one day. You can try and get over the halfway line at some point. You lot.
So cheeky, Steve. Oh my goodness.
But seriously, let's do a little roundup of the transfers. Obviously, still got a couple of hours to go. Manchester United. I think it's actually as important as bringing players in this year. I don't know if we've ever seen like this. It's actually as important, if more, not more, getting players out of the club as well. And I thought, did at any point any of you think that Man United might be stuck with 3 or 4 of those players? Because I did it at one point.
Yeah, about 20 minutes before Sancho got here we go'd, I was sitting there writing a video about what our possible options are, from like sacking him to, what do you actually do with a player that's on like 300 bag a week that just clearly isn't going to be a fit for the squad. So I was sitting there writing that, and then I got the alert, here we go, and I was like, get rid of that then.
It's funny. You was probably happy to get rid of it as well, wasn't it? Like, probably
Big
happy
time.
Yeah. Man, I think it's a good move.
I think you have to be happy, because I think that no matter what kind of affinity or what kind of relationship, or if it's one of your favourite players, if the manager is going, I don't want these players at my club, I don't need them, I don't want them, I want them out, then you've just got to cut ties with them as a fan and go, listen, they've got to go then, because you want what's for the betterment of the squad. And if the harmony is going to be better when they're not there, then so be it. They just got to go. And I think all of those players, I think they're going to be better off personally when they go somewhere else. It's just they've got to pick the right club.
Yeah, I think it's a great move for both parties, if I'm honest with you. I mean, obviously, Villa, they're going to be playing in Europa League, very respectable club, great manager. And the fact that, we saw Marcus Rashford benefit their similar positions as well. It gives Sancho an opportunity not only to play Premier League football, but to potentially fight for his place for England as well, man. I think you guys did a really, really good move there. Great business.
I think I don't like it when people say about that, like these players have been struggling, even Rashford at the time. They've got to concentrate on the club football. International football's got to be the last thing these guys think about, because, and I know it's a World Cup year, but you've been out of the team, you've not played regular, you've been out of, even when you went on loan to other clubs, you've been out of the team. You've got to focus on just getting yourself fit, getting yourself focused, and consistently playing well for the club team. Look at Jack Grealish, to be fair. And I know people think I'm having a loving with Jack Grealish, but his first few games of the season for Everton is like, he's come back and gone, listen, guys, I'm going to start delivering, and he's putting numbers up. And people can say what they want about him, but he's actually gone in there. He looks like someone who's focused and is intent on delivering. And that's all you want to see. And whether he continues that, we don't know. But at the moment, he's delivering in that sense. And I'd love to see Jadon, Rashford, Garnacho, all these boys go away. And I'm not one of those, because they haven't performed for us, I want them to foul elsewhere. No, I want them to go and deliver and show us what they're really like, what their potential should be producing. If they go and do that, I'll be delighted for them.
No, I think it's true. I mean, look, I do agree with what you're saying, and you know more than anyone because you've played at the level. But I'm sure as a player as well, you must be thinking England's at the back of your mind somewhere, though, Rio, when you're making these moves.
Yeah, I think you will have that in the back of your mind, yeah. But I'm just saying you can't think about it. It's a distraction that you don't need. None of the players that we mentioned, even Grealish, have performed consistently in the last year at least, or been regulars in their team. So you've got to just think realistically. This is about producing for where I'm at right now. Simple as.
No, I agree. I want to look at some of the other roundups that we've got. Obviously, we've got Rashford to Barcelona move with the option to buy. Garnacho to Chelsea.
That's my only worry here. There's so many loans that United haven't been able to get a pound note out of anyone. We got some money for Garnacho. Højlund isn't done yet, but it looks like it will get done for cash. But Sancho's a loan. Rashford's a loan. Who else have we sent out on loan?
Ain't Sancho's one obligation to buy at the end of it, though? No. Oh. Don't like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But listen, if it's working for the club, I think if it's working for the club, though, I think I said this ages ago on the pod, by the way. I don't know if you remember when I said, if you're going to take massive losses on these players, take them just to get them out, because I don't think you can think about the financials too much if it's just not going to happen. Are we going to have them around the place and let them be a bad smell around the place? No, get rid. I don't care. Like, you just got to make sure that the squad is the most important thing, and keeping the harmony and the ambience in the squad is the be all and end all. I think if you're going to start making strides to being a more positive football club where you aren't going to have those distractions around. And I think the likes of Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, etc., being around the place, having to train separately, that's always going to be an undercurrent of a negative story hanging around the place if they stayed. So I think it's good for everybody that they've got out. But Garnacho,
going away and playing for an actual good manager, is that going to show up Pep and his man management, or is no one going to talk about that he had £100 million player, he absolutely wasted it, and they've completely imploded again this year after replacing half of their squad and spending like $500 million across 2 windows? No pressure on Pep for that. No,
he's won too much in his career for that to happen. You know, like, if you're talking about any other manager, okay, fair enough, I can hear your argument. But when it comes to Pep Guardiola, you're talking about arguably the best ever internationally.
All right, that's cool. But I remember the stories in 2005 asking if Fergie had lost it when Jose came in. So if Fergie had lost it, why is it not allowed to be asking whether a Pep ever had it in the first place?
I just think when you've done what someone like Pep's done and like what Sir Alex had done, you're given time to answer. If you don't win it for 1 year, people start raising their eyebrows and go, they're going to come back like I did. I was going, City, you're going to challenge this year. If you're going to judge them after 3 games, probably looks like they're not going to challenge again. But his second year, you go, I still think they'll be there or thereabouts. I think he's earned the right to get that time to go, right, let me reboot and go again. And they haven't started well. I mean, Haaland missed a few chances the weekend, but I just feel they don't look as the invincible unit and team that they've looked for the last 6, 7, 8 years.
So what I've been seeing this weekend about, Tim Sherwood said, Ruben Amorim now has all the tools. They've gone and spent money. He's got 3 signings. Only
horrendous shout.
Yeah, only 2 of them have actually started in the Premier League for him, and one of them went off early. So let's not pretend he's got all the tools, Timothy, for starters, right? That's a load of old cake, if we're getting it right. Also, the amount of people going on about his system, does his system work? You know, so you're telling me that someone like Pep Guardiola, who every single signing that's at that club has come after him, whose system has had all of the time in the world to be embedded, just because he won stuff in the past, that means that he gets no criticism for what's going on at the football club now. I don't think that's right.
Yeah. No, because it means it buys him time, Steve. I see the argument you're trying to make, but we cannot deny that this guy won the treble a few seasons ago. We cannot deny that he's won the Prem like 6 times in 9 years. Let's the Pep Guardiola chat, save it till this time next year if it doesn't work.
I think it's more than that. I think it is that. There's 2 elements. It's the fact that that Pep Guardiola and Man City have earned the right to be given time.
Well, that bought the right to be given time, was that?
No, yeah, you can put it how you want it, right? But the bigger thing is that they're a smaller club. You can't judge them by Man United standards. So they're going to be judged differently. They're a smaller club. They haven't done anywhere near as what the Man United have. The history is not the same. It's a different stratosphere. And it's like that from every single club in the Premier League compared to Man United. And I know people are going to say, oh, yeah, it's just because it's United. It's a fact. Liverpool have a bad 30 years. It's not talked about the way Man United is for the last 10 or 12.
I agree.
Arsenal, same. Chelsea, the same. So you guys can have absolute
Arsenal. When Arsenal don't do well, it's news. Let's not lie. If I'm giving you guys...
there's a reason why that is, Joel. It's because of fans like you.
What do you mean when Arsenal aren't doing well? You're stoking your way to second place at the moment. You haven't won anything in half a decade. You haven't won the league in HD. What are you talking about?
Steve.
One thing I would say, guys, is that we're asking the question of Pep now. Can he adapt? That's the question that was asked to Fergie, and that what you're talking about, Steve. He was asked, can you adapt to Jose Mourinho coming into this league? And by gosh, he did.
Rio, Pep just needs time and money. That's what he needs.
Rio, I want to really quickly look at the record sales that Manchester United have had over the years. I mean, obviously, historically, you've sold players, but would you say you guys have been good sellers? You've got Ronaldo at 94 million euros, Lukaku at 74 million euros, Di Maria at 63 million euros, Garnacho at 46.3 million euros. Then it goes down to Beckham at 37.5 and Mkhitaryan at 34, etc., etc. What's your thoughts on Manchester United and their selling ability?
I don't think it's been great, no. And I think those numbers will tell you that as well. But at the same time, there's a caveat to that, in that Man United, when players are there, normally don't really want to leave, or they leave at the end of their career. So you're not going to get as big a money. I think there's other clubs that have sold for a lot more money and continually. So what I would say is Man United probably don't sell the young ones as well as Chelsea or Man City, if my mind serves me right. But Man City and Chelsea have got an unbelievable model where they create players for other teams a lot of the time, and they've got a conveyor belt of talent coming out that are now you seeing them playing at Chelsea and other big clubs in the Premier League, from City's academy especially. So that's a big thing where they make big money in the transfer market. But Man United, notoriously, I don't think down the years have been massive sellers.
I mean,
some clubs are a destination, some are a service station, Joel.
Steve's just hitting the nail on the head there.
Say that again, sorry, I couldn't hear too much.
Some clubs are a destination, some are a service station.
Well, you say that. I mean, when you look at Manchester United, a lot of the clubs there, they're just there to collect a pay packet, innit? I mean, where should we start? Schweinsteiger, all these guys have come in, and they don't want to leave, Rio, you're right, because the pay's too good. They don't even really care about playing on the pitch anymore.
Also, you got to remember, in our absolute banter era, we still won more than you, so...
Yeah, I mean, we're still sitting with 4 FA Cups in 10 years, but I'm not here to discuss, trophies. I'm just here to discuss the transfer deadline day today. Rio, I want to focus on Garnacho. Looking at his time at Manchester United, can you please talk me through it? And I have to be honest with you. Last year, me and you were saying that, look, man, there's some sort of outlet when it comes with him. He looked like he was the only one who was a threat. Obviously, now he's gone to Chelsea for 40 million. Are you worried, if you're Jason Wilcox, that he's going to tear it up for Chelsea?
No, because I just don't think that Man United, the new regime and Garnacho was a good fit together, and I think that's a definitive factor. I think you had the hierarchy there, and the manager had just gone. He's not the right fit as a person, a player in all capacities. So we're going to get rid, and we're going to just move on to something different. So, and I think knowing the guys behind the scenes there, they're like to sit there and go, oh, worry about what a player's going to do elsewhere. If he's not right for Manchester United, he's got to go, regardless of what he's going to do the next phase of his career. And I think that's how you've got to be. You've got to be cutthroat. You've got to be black and white with these situations. Now, I've been one of the people that's been banging on about Garnacho. I think is a player that is an absolute benefit to the way we will play. I think he's in terms of his style, he does a lot of things that a lot of wingers don't do now, which is running behind off the ball. He wants to run off the ball, run in behind, run onto things, and he's a problem for defenders in that sense. And that's why I think whether he does well at Chelsea, time will tell. But what I will tell you is he's different to anything they've got there, because all of their wingers want to come to feet and get the ball to feet. And I think that's why everyone's saying, oh, why Chelsea going in for him? They've got so many players and blah, blah, because he's different to what they've got. He gives them a different reference point and something that, for instance, a Cole Palmer's on the ball, everyone's coming to feet, but Garnacho is going to be running in long. He'll find him. Do you know what I mean? There's little details like that if they get it right, he'll be a massive asset for them.
I mean, Steve, your thoughts? You got a little smirk on your face. You happy to see the back of him?
Yep.
Why?
He's got the decision making of a toddler. I felt like he was. I feel like he's an incredibly selfish player, right?
So, Steve, just on that point before you go, yeah, you know, 21 and under that he's got the best GA out of all the young kids.
Yeah, and I would have drove him to Chelsea, free of charge.
No charge for petrol, no charge for nothing.
Nah, told me that.
We debated about this a while ago, didn't we? I think a lot of people expect too much of young players. They expect the finished article as a young player. When we
I'm
used
not
to
expecting a finished article, but I would like to see the progression in him. And I think as a young player, when he was coming on and he was playing off the bench, I think you get a certain allowance when you come off the bench that you can be selfish off the bench. The game's gone a bit stale, 25, 30 minutes to go. Go and play for yourself a little bit. And in playing for yourself, you'll benefit the team. And you can stretch a tired defense. And you know, he doesn't have a box of tricks to beat someone. He's not actually blisteringly fast. He has got good timing and he does run off the shoulder, but he's not lightning quick. And he can't really go around a player. He's got a great knack of getting on the end of stuff, which is something that you can't teach. It's instinctive. But I also think that his technique for shooting is pretty bad. Like, do you understand when you get truly elite players that they strike a ball at weird timings? Like, goalkeepers can't get set because they're hitting it with no backlift. They're hitting it without telegraphing it. And they're just finding ways to be able to get their shots off before anyone's realized that they're about to pull the trigger. Garnacho's the opposite. Go and watch how many times his shots get blocked because he winds up and it's so blatantly clear that, one, he ain't going to pass to someone even if they're in space, and that he's definitely going to shoot. So defenders are able to get right across and block his shots. Like, when he's got a pass on, he's shooting. When he's got a shot on, he's shooting. And so many of his shots just end up on tier 2. Like, United were getting quite a lot of chances last season. He was taking those chances. And I'm pretty sure his conversion rate was like 3 or 4%. It's just outrageous, the amount of shots he was taking. I don't mind people having a shot. But do you know what? If you've missed 2 or 3, you should be looking to pass the next, the 3rd or 4th opportunity that you get for somebody else, especially if the game's tight or 0-0 or you're chasing a game. Like, I just find his decision making.
All what you said there is alludes to the fact that he causes problems to me for the other team.
Yes.
All that you're saying is that
to what end, though?
He's causing problems to the other team, and by the way, like I said to you,
but he's giving the ball back.
As many as mistakes that he has made, he still under 21 delivers more than anybody in Europe.
Yes. And if anyone looks like they're going to create anything, it looks like it's him.
I think patience with these young kids is just, they're not afforded it now like we were. Players were given to 25. He's not matured yet, still inexperienced, 25 years old. We were seeing this back in the day. Now, if you're 17 and ain't scoring 30 a season, you passed it. He ain't going to deliver. He's rubbish. We can't bank on him. We've got to put him on, sell him, get him. That Nani would never have been a Man United player if we'd have gone by what you just said there. Nani would never have made it at Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? Because
Nani had horrendous decision making, but Nani also had like 30 odd assists in his first 100 games. Like,
but he didn't score as many as Garnacho, though, did he? So what do you want? More goals?
In his first 100 games, I think he might have done.
I don't know, but I'm just. I would argue that Garnacho might have got to it quicker than him, got to a number quicker than him. Have a look, someone. We've got a stat man behind. Tom, have a look, please. 100 games, Nani. 100 games, Garnacho. Who's got more goals?
Garnacho's played nearly 150 games for United. At what point do you expect him to mature?
Mate, it's not about games sometimes. It's age as well, mate. It's age. It's not just about games. You can't... So Lamine Yamal's played 150 games now. He's going to be more mature than a 25-year-old, 26-year-old. He's going to make better decisions as a 19-year-old, 18-year-old than he is going to do at 25.
Looking at the goals here, 16, 2024. They had a
similar.
No, I think Nani outscored him.
Whilst Steve's doing that research,
yeah, Rio, I think Nani outscored him.
How can he benefit Cole Palmer and vice versa?
Cole Palmer's going to look even better when he has to play with Atwidge.
Steve, man.
Oh, no, Nani played 230 games and got 41 goals. Garnacho played 144, got 26 goals. It's very similar.
Yeah, I think the first lot he outscored him. He definitely out-assisted him because he had 30 odd in his first.
Steve's magic, that.
So I remember the stats that people used to pull up with Cristiano and Nani had like 30 some assists in his first 100, which killed Cristiano.
I've just seen Ginger Prince has just gone in the chat there. Exactly what he just said is completely right. If Chelsea were selling Garnacho, right, he'd have been sold to us for £80 million.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? They would have got 80 million for him. I don't understand how we've gone and got 40 for him. Obviously, you know what it is? The narrative at the club has killed us. Because he's fell out with the club. They know that he wants to leave. They know Man United aren't going to keep him. They know we need the money. So the narrative has absolutely killed us.
Have you heard the rumours about his brother? And I'm going to be very careful and just reference that there are rumours about his brother leaking teams and betting on things to happen in
That's
games.
Allegedly, though, isn't it? That's alleged. We don't know.
That's why I'm saying there are rumours, because there are rumours. I can state that there are rumours. And I'm not saying that they're true, not saying that they're false. There are rumours. And I wonder if that's another reason why, if they are accurate, why the club have decided to cut ties and tell him you need to do one. As well as, you know, the way he came out after the final and other things like that. I know you've been in changing rooms where people are a pain in the arse. And he strikes me as a pain in the arse in the changing room. Yeah,
I know, but our changing room, like, the players are sorted out. This generation ain't that. Like, this squad ain't that. They're not at that place now. This is what people keep saying to me. Oh, you lot would have. No. These guys are in defensive mode. And very in selfish defensive mode. I've got to take care of me and get myself and make sure I protect myself until we get to a place where there's a bit more harmony and the team are doing well. There's none of this like, oh, come on, I'm going to look after you and you. There might be, Bruno might do that to the odd person, or Harry might do that, but I can't see. I said it's all in a protective state of mind right now, I think, at the club, because there's so much toxic behaviour around the club and some bad deep scars that have been sitting there for a while. So I don't know. United, yep, they sell low, buy high. That's where we've been for how long?
Rio, a bit of breaking news here. We will stay with Manchester United, but I'm just letting everybody know and everybody watching that we've just got some news in from David Ornstein. The Gay move is in jeopardy. Palace having issues finding replacement.
If he goes to Liverpool, it's over. It's over.
It's a great signing for Liverpool. I've liked Mark Gay for a long time. Rio, get your boots out. You could have a run out for Palace.
No, Mark Gay's a top player. I actually talked to him quite a lot. He's a good kid, man. Great kid. Real good, like, family guy. Feet on the ground. Don't get too high or too low about anything. Like, just, and who was it who told? I think it was Jolien Lescott said to me. I think it was Jolien Lescott said that, like, every level he plays that, his game goes to it. Yeah. So when we saw him play for England in a tournament, he don't look out of place at all. Just gets to that level. Don't go beyond it. Just plays to that level. And if he goes to Liverpool, he'll do that again. And I think he'll be they'll have three really top centre halves then. Konate, again, everyone was saying, Konate looks a bit ropey. You see him against Arsenal at the weekend, he was solid. I know he came off, but he was solid. He had Garnacho in his back pocket. You got him.
I'm the one that tells you that Konate is the man. You forgot?
No. Yeah, but I didn't say he's the man. You say he's better. Who did you say he's better than? Who do we have an argument about?
Now you're going to switch the narrative and say I said he was better than Van Dijk. I never said that. Who did we have an argument about, though? It was with Jed Spence. It was me, you, and Jed Spence, and we were discussing Konate, and everybody got upset. Like, I don't know. Anyway, but the Gay move is in jeopardy. We will keep you updated on this live as it goes. But yeah, Rio, I want to switch it to the Manchester United goalkeeping situation. So yesterday we did the live and it looked like Emi Martinez would be, the keeper to emerge for you guys. And it looks like that might not be happening anymore. Reports state that. Say that again, Steve?
I'm so glad we're not signing Emi Martinez.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll get back to you in a second on that. I'm just reading it out for the audience. Reports are that you've agreed a 21 million euro fee for Saint Lammens, expected to sign from Antwerp, the 23-year-old. He was called up to the senior Belgium squad for the first time in March this year. He's yet to feature for the senior side, but he's played 9 under-21 games. Rio, is this the route you want to go down?
Yeah, I'm hearing he's got his huge potential. What I would say is I was all in on Emi Martinez because I just think that his experience, he's got the personality, he's got the character. He plays for Argentina, where the pressure is absolutely immense. Has won a World Cup, was one of the major reasons they won the World Cup, saving the final, big moments, man. Man United need as much personality as they need ability coming through that door, and I think he fits the bill in that sense completely. But we have to wait and see what happens. I mean, they might get both. I don't know. It's It's going to be interesting to see, but I think it's an area where at the moment there isn't much confidence in the building at all.
Steve,
are we going to play 4 goalkeepers now? Because that might be how we keep a clean sheet.
Steve's mad. Steve, you're mad, you know.
That might be how we do it, you know. Which is bold. I would have to check the Premier League rules. I'm not sure you can do that, but maybe there's a loophole.
Listen to a voice note. Carry on for there. 1 minute.
I think I agree with Rio that Emi Martinez would have been a big personality. And I actually don't think San Lammens is ready to be Manchester United's first choice goalkeeper right now. I feel like he might be. And if his debuts Manchester City away at the Etihad, that could be problematic. He might get Paddy Everett in his first game where and the pressure is going to be on straight off the bat for him. But I thought Emi Martinez was a sideways move. The guy's got loads of errors. I agree that he's got all this personality, but I think we all watched the World Cup, and I think we all got honey-dicked a little bit by the incredible performance he had across the World Cup, forgetting about he's pretty ordinary when it comes to playing in the Premier League. Look at the reason Aston Villa are not in the Champions League this season is Emi Martinez.
Can't say that because you're going on as if players like Tyrone Mings don't make mistakes all the time. Come on, bro, like man.
Right, but like if he doesn't get sent off in that last game against Manchester United, they get the points that they need and probably go on and play in the Champions League this year. You're talking about fine margins. That's what you're going to bring in.
Steve, if you look at him overall, though, man, I think he's been solid for Aston Villa when he's been there. I think like you go there. You wouldn't have gone obviously because you don't support him, but I've gone and worked games at Aston Villa. He's a cult hero down that place, man.
I think he'd be a cult hero at Old Trafford because he's off his nut, right? And I got a lot of time for players that are off the nut, but he factually has more errors that lead to shots in the Premier League than Onana does. So for me, I think he's absolutely going to be better on crosses because, like, Onana is Dracula when it comes to crosses, like terrified of them, and so is Bayern Deer as well. By the way, Bayern Deer and Onana, between the two of them, a step ladder and a traffic cone, they couldn't stop a cross. So, like, Emi Martinez would absolutely level us up when it comes to that. But I think just as an overall, I think it's a sideways step. So I don't think that San Lammens is ready to come in. I don't think you should be expecting loads from him from the start. I don't know if they're going to try and ease him in a little bit or what. Personally, I'd throw Tom Heaton in for the derby because I think he'll level you up in terms of crosses and command of his area, and then let San Lammens take over when it's maybe a bit more of a game that you're not going to be under pressure like that. Just
so you know, that voice note was Thibaut Courtois, by the way. Just let me know about Lammens because he's a Belgian player, isn't he? So he's just giving me the heads up as to what he's like. He said he's a huge talent. Obviously not experienced yet, but he said he thinks his style will be suited to the Premier League, big as well. So that's that recommendation from probably one of the best 3 goalkeepers in the world, Thibaut Courtois. I'm taking that. So listen, I keep seeing people talking about their talent and whatnot, but the problem is, can Man United afford to wait for talent to develop at this point in time? That's the point. That's the question.
I mean, don't feel like it, does it?
No.
And that's what made me think that the Emi Martinez stuff might not have been as accurate. We were clearly in for him. But he's not in that Ineos profile of age and all the rest of it that they say they're trying to sign, is it?
Yeah, but you see, like goalkeepers, I think you treat goalkeepers separate. I don't even treat goalkeepers like footballers nowadays. I treat them as separate beings, really, because we got Edwin van der Sar at 34.
I didn't know he was that old, you know. I looked at the stats and I didn't know he was that old. Incredible. Yeah.
We tried to get him in 99 after Schmeichel went, and Martin Edwards said he'd already shook hands with Mark Bosnich. We could have had him 6 years earlier.
But that's what I mean. So, like, Emi Martinez and people going, he's not the profile, is he the right age? Like, these goalkeepers, they play till they're 40 years old. It's different now. So, you're getting a mature, ready-made, Premier League ready goalkeeper.
No, it's true.
I'd go with that. I'd have been happy with that. But listen, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But what I would say, I said this on the live, on the React show we done the other day, goalkeeping at Man United is hard, man. After Peter Schmeichel, we went through like a load of goalkeepers that ended up having, like, Tim Howard had a fantastic career, but just couldn't do it at Man United. Do you know what I mean? You did Roy Carroll, like Ricardo, Thomas Kuszczak, Like even Fabian Barthez, the World Cup winner, came and was still a bit shaky. Do you know what I mean?
Did you play with Barthez at United? Already gone by?
Yeah, I played a season. Used to smoke at half time in the toilet. My first game, right? I'm in the changing room, and half time comes, and I'm looking around and going like, "Where's our goalkeeper?" Like the manager's talking and having a deep. So I'm sitting there, I'm catching eyes with people going. He was in the cute toilet, and one of the cubicles just lit one up and just having a fag like that.
Was it here in Laurent Blanc?
Him and Laurent Blanc, yeah, just having a fag like that. I was like, right, this is mad. This Fergie's letting this go on. It was like,
what did he say?
No, nothing. I didn't even ask. I just started laughing with the lads. Like, is he having a fag in the toilet in the cubicle? And I went and looked over the top, and they're both one sitting down on the toilet, and the other one standing there having a fag. Like, I was like,
probably slagging you off.
Yeah, because I did ask for Laurent Blanc's number, his number 5 shirt when I signed, and the manager went, no.
Oh, is that why you ended up with 6 first season?
Yeah, my first season I was number 6. But as I signed, I said to the manager, boss, just on the shirt numbers. I've just been in the World Cup, wore number 5, felt really good, superstitious. Can I have the number 5, please? I didn't know who had number 5. I said, can I have a number 5 shirt, please, boss? And he just kind of laughed and sat back in his chair and went, listen, Laurent Blanc's number 5. You'll have to wait a year for that.
No disrespect to Laurent Blanc very quickly, because we all know legendary player. But you know, when you saw him playing at Manchester United when you first went there, did you have the belief you thought, I can displace him? Or what did you think?
Yeah, I thought I should be playing straight away. No matter if it's going to be Laurent Blanc in the team or Mikel Silvestri coming out or whoever it was. They paid so much money for me. I knew I was going to play, but I just marveled at Laurent Blanc most days in training. He was an absolute joke. Like in the box, the rondos, megging people. He couldn't move anymore. He weren't fast or physical anyway in his pump. But his timing of passing and he was unreal. El Presidente is to call him. What a guy!
Really? So he gathered a lot of respect from the teammates then, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not a player like him and done what he done. He was a magnificent footballer. He's managing now in Saudi, you know.
Oh, really?
Manages Benzema's team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's a top guy. Okay. So yeah, but he was top, man. Let's move on, man. Let's go to some other stuff. What's going on? What else we got to talk about here?
Well, there's quite a lot on the script, but you know, I know that we got to talk about this Isak situation like properly. Like it's over, innit?
Where's Ekitike? Ekitike.
Ekitike.
Yeah, I'm injured in the end. I'm struggling saying that name. How are both of them going to play?
They ain't. Ekitike is going to be a backup dancer.
Yeah, he's going to go on the left. He's going to play Ekitike.
How are they going to do that with what they just paid for him, though? That is madness.
Yeah, what do you mean? They played 60-something million for him, and then they played 130 for Isak. Trust me, Isak's going to be the number 1 choice, mate.
Yeah,
Isak will play. Ekitike will be. But what I would say, Ekitike, every game's looked like scoring goals. He scored, I think, in 2 of the games. Even against Arsenal, he's the one when they had the ball in the back of your net. He was the one who was involved. He was offside, but he's involved. Like he knows how to get himself in good areas, man. Like you had Nunes before who come on and cut on it at barn door, but Liverpool now have got 2 strikers that you can say that like if one of them ain't playing, the other one's going to do something. And Isak is just like he is, I think, the differentiator. He's the game changer. He's the one that. Because I watched Liverpool even against Arsenal. As much as Arsenal were getting ridiculed for being a bit one-dimensional, I felt Liverpool were as well. Salah was off it. They still Ekitike is still, but he's a nuisance. But there didn't seem like there was the magic, like where Isak he could do something on his own. He could create something out of nowhere. Obviously, Salah's always your guy, but if Salah ain't doing that, who is that guy who does that for Liverpool at the moment? Wirtz hasn't settled down yet and settled in. They ain't got that like. The kid Rio might be the one if they let him go, because I think he could be unbelievable, right? But he'd be the one who could do that little bit of difference where you go, he put a team off because you can set your team up how you want. He could just unhinge everything. But Isak can do that as well. So Liverpool, man, they got some weapons now, man. If Isak, Ekitike,
416 million in one summer.
Yeah.
People are saying they should be winning the league and the Champions League.
And they say they don't spend money, they don't like anyone else. That's what they harp on about. They hang on to that.
Mate, they must have put that Coutinho money in Bitcoin because they still reckon they're spending that.
Yeah, I know. No, it's mad.
Would you guys let me ask? Is this the best transfer window ever? Yes or
No,
no?
if they got Gay, I would have said it's up there. If they got Gay, because I still think like
better?
Medical's done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
If they get Gay, yeah, if they get Gay, I think it's one of the best we've ever seen. When you're getting one of the best two strikers in the league over the last year or two.
What if they don't win it?
Oh, that'll be.
I think they probably will, but what if they don't?
Let's just forget if they're going to win it or not. But if they've bought the best German player over the last couple of years, Wirtz. They've bought one of the best two strikers in the Premier League over the last couple of years, Isak. One of the best young talents in Germany, Ekatike. And now they're buying
one of the best defenders in the Prem.
Yeah, the Crystal Palace captain, who just won the FA Cup, led them to winning the first trophy they've ever won,
and the Community Shield trophy. Don't forget that.
And he's an England regular. They're buying it. They smashed the window. And hold on, they've got one of the best right backs out of Germany as well, Frimpong.
Yeah, Frimpong.
The best back in the Premier League last year.
Well.
It's mental. It's a mental transfer window.
Is it not the best transfer window of all time?
It's up there. It's up there.
Why are you saying
it's the sort of one that you give yourself when you're playing Footy Manager and you just want to take the piss one summer.
That's it. Yeah, it's the one.
When are they going to start playing Florian Wirtz though? Because like they spent all this money on him. Wouldn't it be nice to see him get a run out?
Steve, stop it. He's just started and the boy can ball, man.
That dude is missing, Rio. He's on the side of milk boxes.
Yeah, but
do you think Wirtz is going to be like? Is he going to be £120 million player? Do you think
next season?
Well, I bet Graham Souness got a lot to say because I know that when Pogba was an £89 million player, he said 4 assists in a game weren't enough. So what are we? 3 games deep, he's got nothing at the moment. I bet Graham Souness has got a lot to say about Florian Wirtz.
But again, Steve, this goes back to my point. Yeah, a Man United player gets treated and judged differently to a player that goes to Liverpool and the like. It's just a fact. The smaller clubs don't get the same treatment. They're lucky.
I mean, you say that, but Gyökeres's treatment has been a bit, do you know what I mean? Like people were lining up the 007 stuff before he scored against Leeds.
I think the actual Arsenal fans have been harsher on Gyökeres than the actual fans in general.
I don't agree with that. I think it's both. I think it's both. I think you're half right. 2 things can be right. I think it's both.
Well, has De Ligt let him out, has he?
Steve is mad. Steve is mad, you know. Oh, mate, Steve cracks me up.
I see people talking about Matthias De Ligt like he wasn't a good signing for Manchester United. I love watching him play me. He's a throwback defender. He's great. Matthias De Ligt, I really enjoy watching him play at the moment, me.
Yeah, he's all right. That's not what I'm saying. To be fair, I'd rather watch a Van Dijk or Saliba vibes type defender. Not saying I don't like that De Ligt, but the style of football, I prefer that style over De Ligt. To be fair, but I actually have been enjoying watching lately. Gabriel.
Rio.
So aggressive.
Rio, he's actually developed himself to being one of the best defenders in the world, in the world, not in the league, in the world.
I watched him against Liverpool the other day, and I was thinking, remember when he come back at me in my DMs on Instagram?
Did you tell did the people know? The people watching, did they know?
I don't know. Well, what happened, right, is he gave away a penalty late on in the season. He gave a few bad decisions like penalties and stuff like that. And I said that to become a top defender, he's got to be less emotional, and making them rash decisions in them critical moments in games. The sooner he gets out of his game, the more he'll be a better footballer, a better player. And he come back in my DMs going like, I thought like, you've never played the game. That's how you're going on, and I respected you, but the way you're talking about me, it's not fair. And I understand that because I felt like that when pundits have spoken about me. But I think as time's gone on, and I think when I see him again and we chat about it at some point, I think he'll go, do you know what? Actually, you was probably right at the time. I just didn't take it the right way, because I watch him now. That's the only part of his game that's improved. There's bits have improved elsewhere. Don't get me wrong here, but the bit he's just eradicated silly, rash mistakes.
It's true.
Which was holding him back. But that comes again. That goes back to my point about Garnacho with Steve. Experience, time, patience with these guys. That's what you need to give them. Let them flourish.
You see, Rio, when you see him, just a heads up. Obviously, you might have seen him at the Emirates and stuff, but I saw him out at the PFAs, he's a stern brother, you know, like it's like, and you could tell the energy because you know Van Dijk was there and Salah had the little poke, and he looks like there is a hunger there to want to win something. We just need to get it over the line, man, because until then there is going to be a frustration. And
what you need to have in them situations, and I think he's got it, and Saliba's got it as well. And I think more of them need to have it at Arsenal. You need to have a chip on your shoulder. You need to have a chip on your shoulder that's saying, like, I'm going to them events and I ain't smiling up with no one. I ain't friending up with nobody. We need to make this a real war now. I need to hate you. And I think that's what I don't see in the game as much today, which is, again, this is a soap opera era that we played in where there were subplots everywhere. I hated Liverpool. I hated Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher. I hated Chelsea when they come with their team. I didn't like them. I hated Arsenal. I liked Arsenal when they were finishing 3rd and 4th and 5th. I didn't mind them. I'd go for coffee with Sol Campbell and Ashley Cole and chat. Same with Liverpool when they were 4th and 5th. It was all right. I didn't like them. But then when they started challenging, I hated them. When someone comes to want what you want and what you want to get hold of, you've got to generate a hatred for them. That's what I felt. And that's when we always felt at our best and our closest and had an ability to go and do great things. You have to generate something that's going to give you that bit between your teeth. And I think Arsenal have to find that something.
You and Frank Lampard as well.
Yeah, I used to room with Frank Lampard. We'd done everything together for years. Didn't speak to him. When Mourinho hit Chelsea, did not chat to him. Just wasn't happening. Go for a coffee. We used to go for a little coffee. Yeah, we used to go for a little coffee or a cup of tea with England, and we're both sitting there knowing, thinking, well, I ain't even going to tell you anything. Don't really want to be. We're just doing it for old time's sake.
I love that. I love that. Ah, too much pally friends on Instagram. Ooh, well done, bro. I hate it.
Social media's made people softer, I think. Because they're all friends.
Yeah. Anyway, we want to look at the window roundup, okay? So we want to ask, who's had the worst window? Could it be Brentford? Sold Wissa, sold Mbeumo, who scored 59% of Brentford's league goals. What are we saying? Worst transfer window. Who would you put it down to?
Erik ten Hag.
That's a cheap shot. Come on, Steve. Just got sacked.
Yeah. Ten Hag's done a lot wrong at United recruitment wise, and he's gone and done the same at his next club. He's gone after 2 games, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a pretty bad window, no matter how you look at it.
No, but what's that about? Because he only got the job in May.
There's been about 10 sackings this week. Ollie went, Jose went, Ten Hag's gone. Mate, David Moyes must have been like not answering my phone today.
Hey, have we ever had a week there's so many big names gone in 1 week like this? Jose, Ollie, Ten Hag in 1 week like that, like in the space of a couple of days. That's mad.
People ain't even blinked, you know, Rio. It's just like it's casual as well. It's just like, yeah, they got that.
Who's the first Prem one to go?
It's got to be Potter, innit?
Oh, Potter. Oh.
It's looking ropey for him at the moment. They have signed.
I couldn't believe Potter went.
He won 3-0 at the weekend.
Yeah, they won at the weekend. They beat Forest 3-0. But I couldn't believe he went West Ham, you know.
Really?
Why? Chelsea. It's a hard place to go, you know, West Ham. It's a hard place to go and manage there. Like if it starts going a bit Pete Tong, then fans get on you, man. They're great fans at West Ham.
Fans, you know. Feels like it's the owners. Feels like they ain't got a clue what they're doing. Get rid of David Moyes after he wins a trophy for them, and then just the downhill spiral has been something to see.
Steve, you know, the thing is, the fans like that. You know why they won, but there was still an undercurrent of but we're playing rubbish football. Every black taxi I got in, you must be buzzing. Oh my God, West Ham, we've won a trophy, blinding. Yeah, but the football shit down there, really shit. Don't want to go down there and watch that rubbish. I'm like,
is every cab driver a West Ham fan? Is it like a rule?
Every black taxi driver is a West Ham fan. And I'm like, this is the first time we've ever won a trophy, and you're worrying about the start of football. What is going on here? Like, but I don't know.
Anton's got a series on Black Taxi with West Ham as well.
Yeah, Anthony's got a podcast, YouTube series coming out in a Black Taxi with West Ham fans. Should be good.
real quickly, breaking news, Sky Sports, it looks as if Raheem Sterling is staying at Chelsea unless something unexpected happens. 2 years left on the Chelsea deal. Get that money.
Wow. Is that news? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sterling, I want him to just go and play some football, man. Go and play a bit of football somewhere.
Why? The guy's won like 4 Prems already. He's done everything he needs to do. You know, right about now, he's by far the highest paid player at Chelsea Football Club. You know, if you're going to treat him like he's rubbish or, you know, he's not playing for England anymore, he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
I don't think he doesn't care. I think he'd like to play some football. I think if you play, you don't become what Raheem Sterling became without having a passion for the game.
I agree, but he doesn't care. He'll play football if it's on his terms. That's how I see it. And those terms mean he's getting paid. Don't try to lower his wage. He's not having it. He's staying put. And rightfully so, as he should. Depends
what you play the game for, innit?
I've just had a quick look at the betting odds. Nuno is the favourite to go, which makes sense because him and the owner are just rowing, aren't they? Amorim's the second favourite to go, which, okay. And then Potter is third. But then Glasner. I mean, to be fair, if they lose Mike Gay, that's going to be problematic for them, I think.
Who do they go and get to change it? That's the difference. You know what I mean? I don't know who they get to go and change it.
Who? Palace?
Yeah. To replace him. Who do they get to replace him?
I don't know. And I think that's the short-sightedness of everyone when it comes to managers. Look at West Ham. You got to the top of the mountain of what West Ham are really going to achieve with David Moyes. And then what?
All right, guys. Whilst you're thinking it, I want to ask you, biggest expectation so far this season? I mean, there's only one, really, right?
Biggest expectation?
Yeah, for the season. Now that these transfers are going in, it's
Liverpool better not lose a throw-in the way they've gone about this summer.
It's true. Liverpool can't finish. Liverpool have to win 2 trophies minimum.
Major one.
Yeah. Premier League, and one of them's got to be the Premier League.
Or Champions League, right?
They can't lose the Premier League and just win the Champions League this summer. Who are they going to lose it to? City? No, you lot ain't winning it, so forget that. They can't lose it to Chelsea. Like, there's no one that they could lose it to where you'd be like, oh, yeah, fair one. Nah, they need to win the Premier League. Simple.
That's a shout. Best under-the-radar signing.
Under the radar.
I would need to see the whole list of who's gone where.
Yeah. We can do that when the transfer window's finished. I think we're gone for that one because I can't think now.
I had it the other day. It might be so far off the top of my head, probably Shirky, I would say, because of the price.
He's injured now. He's out for 2 months now.
Is he? Oh, 2 months.
That's what I saw a report on that.
Yeah, but yeah, listen, it's still going off, right? It's 7 p.m.
By the way, has he gone anywhere yet? Has he gone anywhere? Jackson.
He's going by Munich.
By Munich.
Yeah, it fell through, but it's happening again.
I'll tell you, I think he'll go under the radar as a good signing. He's going to do. I think he's going to score a lot of goals this year. João Pedro.
Oh, that's a wicked signing.
Yeah,
that's a wicked signing.
Are we getting a midfielder, Rio? You've got 45 minutes left. What do you reckon?
If we get a goalkeeper, no, I don't think we are. I think we've.
I know. I just spoke. Go on. No, I just spoke to Fabrizio Romano, and he literally said United not getting a midfielder.
Yeah, I think United, if they're not getting their target, their main target, I think they had probably 1 or 2. Balab's one of them, obviously, and they had another one. If they weren't available in this window, for whatever reason, I don't think they was going to go and get a downgraded one just to kind of fill the gap. They'd rather wait. So,
and the Malacia move has fallen through as well today at lunchtime as well.
Oh.
Do you know the mad thing is?
If I was the bomb squad, Malacia needs to go.
If I was Malacia, do you know what I would say? If I was one of those 4 in the bomb squad, so 3 of them are gone now. Malacia's sitting there. Imagine how embarrassing it will be to be that guy walking back in the building. You got to make it happen. You got to make that deal happen. You can't. My pride wouldn't allow me to go back and be in a separate changing room, not around the squad, can't train with them. I don't even know if he can eat in the same room as them. Can he breathe in the same room as them? It's so embarrassing, man. You just got to say to your agent, whatever fee you're getting, you need to swallow that up somewhere. Get me out of here. I mean, so the deal's not done. Maybe is it Lecce or someone they're saying you might go to now?
He was linked with everyone. I did a thingy on Saturday about it. He's been linked with Celtic, Elche, Roma, Besiktas, everywhere.
That's mad.
That's crazy. Well, guys, are we
before we go, just on Arsenal, how are you feeling about Arsenal at the moment? Because I know you was really happy the first day of the season when you beat us, and then I think the Liverpool game. Where are you?
I think
a lot of your fans go, Arteta out and all this stuff.
No, I've calmed down since yesterday. I think I was really upset, and I think no, I look back at it and I had to think, all jokes aside, and I woke up and I watched the game again this morning really early. And I thought to myself,
why? It was the worst game of football I've ever seen.
But this is it as well, though. I think this is where some grace needs to be had. Because as bad as the football was overall, or boring, shall we say, in the first half, Arsenal did very well. And there's not a lot of teams that have been able to go to Liverpool and actually look comfortable. Most teams go to Liverpool and they look scared. We looked like we were in control. At the very, very worst, we looked like we were going to get a draw. And then
what did you say at the start of the season? Results is all that matter, Joel. Doesn't matter how well you play. If you don't get the result, and you came away with your cock and balls in your hand, that was all you came away with.
Can I finish?
Don't give me about feeling comfortable and this, that, and the other, because you wouldn't let me have it on the first game of the season when we battered you.
That's because I knew that the old Man United were going to come back, and we saw that the following week with Fulham and then with Grimsby. So that's why I said that when it comes to you. But when it comes to us, I think it's still early in the season. Do you know what I mean? We've still got 6 points. We went there and we looked good. The keeper got beat by something where even if he stood near the post, it would have been hard for him to defend that free kick. That's how good it was. So you have to put things into perspective and go, look, fair enough. You know, it hurts to lose.
Now we're talking about perspective, are we?
Yeah, because you have to have perspective. Otherwise, you just start going off. I said what I said about the Gyökeres performance. Do I take it back? Time will tell. I'm looking at Rio. Rio's.
I'm just listening here. I'm just taking this in.
But overall, I have to say it was a good performance. And sometimes you get beat by a free kick like that. What can you do?
Sometimes you don't get a penalty that you should have got. Sometimes, you know, you have a foul on a goalkeeper that's not given. Swings and roundabouts, eh?
It does.
I've seen a lot of your fans talking about the approach being defensive and stuff. You have the same mindset of that or not?
I think there is an element of that. When we play against bigger teams, it does look like we go there to nick it. Some people might say that's what you do when you go away. But I do think when you're a team that's challenging, there needs to be times where you go there and you have dominant performances, man. And I'm yet to see a dominant performance away against City or Liverpool. And they're the two that I consider rivals. Throughout this whole tenure where we've been challenging, I'm yet to see that. Yeah, we won last season against City, a Calafiori goal, but I'm yet to see a dominant performance away.
I was a bit amazed when I looked at your bench and thought all your creativity was on the bench.
Yeah,
Eze, Odegaard, and Wary. Like I was sitting there thinking that there's obviously creative players are on the pitch here, but they're not all your best ones are off the pitch.
But we did well. Madueke did well. We did well first half, really well.
Madueke is the only outlet you had, only attacking threat you had, and even then he didn't really get off any real shots. He was just getting corners. But yeah, anyway, that's Arsenal.
Yeah. I mean,
I hope you improve. Your energy's changed a lot in 3 games, man. That's crazy. Yeah.
Look, all I can say is, when you see De Zerbi's teams, like I like the way De Zerbi structures these teams. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter who he's playing. He could be playing PSG away. He goes there with the intent to want to win, and that's what I want to see from Arsenal. You're going from one extreme to the other there. I don't know if your board have got that in them. They ain't going to go for Arteta, who's a bit more conservative, who sets the team up a particular way.
Big Sam's next in at your place if you're staying on the same theme.
Nah, yeah, we wouldn't go De Zerbi, bro. That guy
Oh,
just
Tony Pulis.
yeah, nah, he just sacked 2 players in 1 week. Like De Zerbi
Oh.
don't care. Yeah. Anyway, guys,
Right.
thank you very much
man.
for watching.
Take care, guys. Good to see you, man. I'm in Hong Kong right now, guys. It's 1 a.m. in the morning, or 20 past 1. So I'm going to go to bed, man. Hopefully, I can get some sleep.
Appreciate it. Please, before you go, make sure that you press the subscribe button. We did hit the 1.4 million subscribers yesterday.
Yeah.
But guess what? We're not happy. We want more subs. So if you're watching this and you ain't subscribed, do you know what to do? But most importantly as well, please put on the notification bell. So when we go live, the boys are back in town, your favorite trio, you'll be able to see the interviews and the player interviews that are coming out. Because I know you got a big one coming out soon, Rio, right?
Yeah, I think tomorrow the Michael Owen interview drops. Seriously, just the thumbnail alone is enough just to watch it. It's unreal. Seriously, it's a great interview. Check it out, guys. Seriously, good. Yeah. This is the Michael Owen that I know.
Yeah, and make sure you follow us on socials, and we will be back soon. Joel Bayer, Stephen Alson, Rio Ferdinand, signing out. Peace. Am I still doing peace?